Hello, hello. Hi, welcome to my very first video on YouTube. This is kind of crazy. There's going to be some tutorials with the makeup. There's going to be epoxy and cup tutorials. I do make tumblers and other epoxy items. Super excited to upload some videos. Please make sure that you like and subscribe. I am trying to hit a goal to get 1,000 followers or 1,000 subscribers, or I'm new to this, sorry, on YouTube. So yes, but make sure you also check out my Facebook, which is Makeup and More with Brittany Posniak. Hit a girl up. If you guys want to see any specific tutorials or anything like that, let me know. I will do my best to do a makeup tutorial or any kind of tutorial and get them loaded up on here to YouTube. For anybody that does not know, I'm 35 years old. I'm a single mom of 4 kids. You will probably hear them yelling and screaming in the back because they are crazy little wild kids. Yes, so not only this will be a makeup and tutorial channel, I'm gonna throw some of my kids and our life in here because it's pretty hectic and crazy. Very, very hectic and crazy. All right, so I snuck downstairs real quick. As you can see, I do not have any brows. I shave my brows off completely. It's just easier for me to draw them on any shape that I want. I am going to be using Spoiled Lips today in Soul Mate. If you guys can see that. Probably not. Come on. Nope. Soulmate. It's a nice lippy brown. I will be using that to draw on my brows today, trying to get that in focus. Sorry about that. And I'm not sure what brush this is. I think, unfortunately, it was a Unique brush, which I'm not with Unique, but I love the brush. This is the brow brush that they have. It is dual-ended. This is my favorite brush to use, period. It is an angled brush and then just a flat one. So I'm just going to basically do like a little tutorial for my first one since I did my little spiel earlier on all about me or whatever. So I just basically tap just a little bit onto the tip. And I'm going to use my little farmasi mirror. And then I'm just going to basically, you can see the outline. Basically, you can see the little 5 o'clock shadow, as I would say. And I'm basically just going to kind of do a little outline. If I got to adjust and do all that, I will. That's fine. Brows do take me a long time, and it's not that way because I have no hairs. It's because I am OCD. So I might kind of scoot back a little bit. I cannot zoom in or zoom out with this because I am on my phone. And if I need to fix it and everything, I will. But let's get the main gist. So that is the main gist of the brow there. Sorry, my lighting. So that is that. And I am going to touch back in. I got it all on my finger, of course. So I'm going to touch back in, get some more product back on there. And then put it on this side. Hopefully I do not block you guys. This is actually very weird for me. Like I said, this is my very first video. I was going to do another video, like showing you the process of my cleaning my makeup / cup room, where my business is at and everything, but that's going to take a while. So, all right. Now, this is my hard part is because of the crossover. I'm right-handed because of the crossover. It's really hard to, I would say, like, get them to match, which, I mean, nobody. Who honestly does match their brows like perfect? Nobody. And so, yeah, it's not going to match, but that's okay because, you know, I am not a makeup artist. I didn't go to school. I'm just an enthusiast that likes makeup, likes to play in it. It gets me my stress gone. Like I said earlier, I am a single mom of 4 kids. It's very hectic and crazy in my life, and yeah, so makeup is a real good stress reliever, because I get to try new things. It's kind of like artwork to me. I love to draw. I love to draw with pencils. I never really drew with paint before, but with pencils. I've done tattoos on myself. I've done a few on others, but I'm scared to do it again because one of the people that actually I did a tattoo on, one of my exes. Sorry, my heat just turned on, so it's nice. It's going to be nice and loud. I do apologize. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. But my ex, he certainly did not keep his tattoo clean, and it, like, straight ruined it. Yeah, so I'm, like, terrified to do artwork on anybody again because with him not cleaning it, you know, it made it look like crap. It looked good for the first, like, couple days, and he completely stopped cleaning it. Which he's gonna kill me if he sees this. You like talking crap, girl? What you talking about? All right, so I'm just gonna basically be putting the upper line and then filling it in, which I put it on the wrong side. And if I make them too thick, I can just clean it up with concealer, or I can wipe it off. Because it's not permanent or nothing. I do apologize. I did not. I didn't turn off all my notifications on my phone. I gotta get used to this YouTube thing because honestly I keep forgetting, like, I can cut, it can refilm, but I don't want to do all that. I'm so used to going live on Facebook. You just work with it. You go with the flow. You go with the flow. So I'm going to take this little part on the bottom, and I'm going to try to brush some of that excess off the top. Wipe it on my hand. So, oops, that really messed it up. Alrighty. So we're going to put a little bit more on there. So let's get that more product and put it towards the tail of the brow. I usually like the tail of my brow darker than the front, but I use the same product. The front I feather out, or I blend it over some type of way. That is how you want to get that more feathery. Some people take a pencil and do the little hairs. I don't do all that stuff, not at all. It's just, in my eyes, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time just because, you know, I'm not a professional. No matter what, they're not going to look perfect and real. So there's that. It's hard for you guys to see because of this big old light hitting me, and that's what's making me hard to see it. Is this huge light that is just like in my face. So this is where you can just blend it over, or you can like just kind of feather it, and then you would just clean it off with either foundation, concealer, or just your finger, beauty blender, whatever you want to do. And like I said, I'm not a professional, so nothing's going to be perfect. I know there's plenty of different ways that you could do any of this. And these are actually extremely thick compared to what I usually do, so I'm not used to it. I usually like to do mine really, really thin. Plus, I'm going to fix it up towards the very end. I just want to get the main gist. So this, I love this, and I do have a code with Spoiled Lips. So if you guys want to check out spoiledlips.com or Spoiled Cosmetics, BRITTBRATT.com. Either one will get you to the website, and check them out. They do have, I'm not a lippy person, so any of my lippies, I tend to use them for my brows, or because I have started to do a lot of like creative looks and body painting, I will use them for that. Because your girl's trying to test the waters. But, you know, I'm growing. I have come a very long way. I have done lives on Facebook for about a year, but not a full year, because I took a little break and was working a previous business. I used to work for paparazzi, and it just wasn't my thing. Like, it was my thing, but it wasn't going nowhere. So I decided to not keep on doing it and all that. So basically just I do makeup and, you know, chit chat with people, be real and down to earth. That's one thing I can't stand about a lot of influencers, is a lot of them are fake. Okay, as you see, this is my normal size of brow. So we're definitely going to clean this up. Maybe clean this up, keep this size, and make this one thinner. And I could show you how to make it thinner. I'm going to make it just a tad. Thank goodness that heater turned off. I'll make this just a tad thicker. Just a little bit thicker. I like mine thinner. I really don't like a big bushy looking eyebrow. I like mine more on the thin side, because, you know, your girl's not thin, so we gotta have thin somewhere up on our body, and that is the brows. So here we go. La da da. This will be exciting to edit all these little snippets in, because I've had to stop because of my kids be yelling and are a hot mess express. Okay, so now this is my issue, that crossover. I'm gonna try to blend it some-ish over a little bit, and then I'm gonna swipe it with my finger, and then you could either swipe it up or conceal it, all of that stuff. You can do any of it, and it kind of flicks up in the front, so I'm gonna straighten that out a little bit. And I basically did that because I brushed it over. That's why. I'm just tapping that over so it gives it a better blend, and then we will thin this herd out and make it more to that side. Okay, so what I'm going to use is this Studio Selection all-in-one micellar cleansing water. I'm going to take a little bit of that, and I'm just going to kind of dip it, like, get some on my brush there, just a little bit. You don't need a lot of it, not at all. And then we are just going to take a little mirror again and kind of, I usually would do just concealer with this, but I want to kind of get some of it off, and then I will conceal. Basically loosen it up by putting the micellar on there, and then I will take my little brush at the bottom of this and kind of swipe it. And then we will do the same on the top. Still got some of that stuff on there. This is the hard part on getting them to match. But we are just doing like the gist of it, and then we can conceal. Just wanted to get some of the product off. This micellar water, or micellar, whatever, is actually pretty good. So I would say that's, in my eyes, kind of close. You know, I can conceal and make the arch a little bit better and just a little bit thinner. I don't want to go too little, because then you have to literally just do it all over again. And I don't know why I keep on shutting this little tiny little tiny little eyeshadow from Farmasi. So we are going to take the Plain and Makeup by Yolando. This is shade B. I love it so much. It is awesome. There's a few brands that I love so much when it comes to the eyeshadow base. And I put a little bit on my hand. I take that flat end there and I dip some in it on my hand. And then I just go underneath and basically like outline my brows. Try to make the arch just a little bit up more. Okay. And a lot of times I will use the flesh tone up here and then a white underneath or on my actual eyelid by my eyeball. That way, any colors that I put on pop, pop, poppity, pop, pop. I'm going to dip that in again, and we're going to clean up just a tad of the top. And because I did it on this side, I will have to do it on that side, even if I do not want to make it thinner on that side. We still want it to match. You gotta have a matching. So I don't think I'm going to do a whole eye look, just the eyebrows today. I was thinking about doing a colored brow, but this is my go-to process when it comes to brows. So I figured this would be what I film first. Because in my eyes, brows are so important, obviously. I think that because I have none, so I gotta have them on fleek, as they would say, or whatever. So then I just go underneath here, outline it, and then on the top, let's clean up, let's spread some of that down so it blends more. And then we'll do the top also, and then we'll take a sponge and blend them in, blend all the concealer in, or I should say eyebrow base, because it is not a concealer. Hopefully my crossover with my hand does not get in the way. Don't mind me, I am in my basement because that is where my makeup and my cup stuff is at. So let's dip in again. I'm just dipping in and just putting the tiniest bit on here. You do not need a lot. Gonna get close as I can over here. Okay. And then we'll go in and spread it. It is a tedious process, but you know, you will have that. And I'm just going to put a little bit right here, and then we can blend it out. So I'm going to take this tiny little plug looking sponge, and then we are just going to blend that in, basically by just taking the sponge and dabbing it in and over. Same thing over here. I should probably get this wet. Okay, I added a little bit of water to that, so it will help blending it, having that damp like blender. You don't want it soaking wet, of course, but you don't want it dry to the bone. All right, see how nice that brow looks, and then you can honestly just kind of blend over a little bit. Or you could bring this over just a tad too. You can always work with it a lot more if you want. And then we're going to do that over here too. Just tapping it. Tap, 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 tap. As some people call it, stippling. I think that word sounds absolutely hilarious. I don't know why, but it does to me. And then just going it right there. Tap, 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 yo. And that kind of helps with the blended effect. And then do the same little stippling motion at the top. I don't like to always swipe it, but sometimes you just kind of got to get close and like swipe over a little bit. But that is my brows. Very cute, cute, cute. Maybe we can do a little makeup look. Maybe. Let me get this together, and I will be right back to do a little tiny quick look. So I'm going to prep my face with the VFX Pro Camera Ready Strobe Primer from Farmasi. This will leave your face very, I say, hoey and glowy, which I always used to be all about mattifying and all of that, but lately, I don't know, I've been feeling a little hoey and glowy, as they say. So I just rubbing that in with my hand all around my face. Some people like to press or slap or push it in really hard. Sometimes I do that just underneath my eyes, on my cheeks. That way it gets it into these horrible pores that I have, because I have very bad pores. You know, I may have pretty decent skin now, but I didn't always. So, you know. So I'm taking this Ciate London Everyday Vacay. This is the setting mist. I am going to get my sponge damp, and that way I don't know where to sit everything at. And then I will be using the Farmasi Luminous Serum Foundation in shade 4, and then we will just go ahead and get that on our face. Just dripping it all over. Ooh, look at that. Now, I do have a very red tone, but this does fit me pretty good on the shade-wise. It does fit me pretty good. And this foundation here is definitely not a full coverage, but it does a very good coverage. It is hoey and glowy also. Obviously, luminous serum. Hello, it's in the name. All right, now it does look kind of orangey right now, but it will all come together once we get it all blended in and contour and powder it all. It'll be cute, but I do kind of want to make this a short, simple look, so we're not going to go all out, but then we will in a way. So just stippling that in. I always cover my ear because, as you see, my ears are really, really red. And then just stippling it in. I am going to finish stippling this in all over my face and come back. All right, so there we go. My foundation is on. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go in with the Farmasi Contour Stick, and we are going to contour our face in the normal areas. I do the cheeks, do the little cheekbone area. I do above my head, in right by my hairline, of course. And some people do it in the 3 motion, but I don't like to do down here because you see this double chin, or I should say triple chin, quadruple chin, whatever. It tends not to look good contoured, because then you see a big old contour and then a fatness. So then I will take a little bit right here and a little bit right here, down the nose, around the bottom, and like that. So just like that little tip is out. Take that same blender and stipple the contour in. Very, very cute. Look at it already. Very gorgeous. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish stippling this in off camera, and then I will come back so we're not here all day. All right, there we go. So I am all blended, stippled in there. So with this part, I just kind of rub it back and forth just a little bit. If I got to stipple a little bit, I will, just a little bit. You can see that nice little, makes my nose a little bit defined there. And same thing with here. I'll rub it a little bit, and then I'll just stipple. You do under the nose, and then you do that little top button. So I know my nose is crooked and whatever, but once I do powder and all of that, it will look gorgeous, banging, pretty, yes. So now we are going to be using this foundation, or not foundations, sorry. We are going to be using this here. This is from LMB Cosmetics. This is Loose Powder in Sweet Snow. I recently got this. Check her out, LMB Cosmetics. Cute little brand. Also has some really R-rated stuff. Yes, because us adults love the R-ratedness. So it comes with this little puff and also the little powder. So what I usually do, I don't use this most of the time. I will tap some of this in the bottom, and then we will take the same little spongy and then get on the side of our nose right there, and then same thing on the other side. Okay, and then we will get it down here and then down here, and I usually go to ear to mouth, ear to mouth. I'll leave that there just for a second. I do not bake. No, I don't bake. I will leave something on just for a quick moment, and then like I instantly take it off. So now that I have that on, I'm going to wipe it off. I take this awesome powder brush. I got this from blushandbasics.com, and I just kind of swipe it off there. Swipe it off on my nose. This is a very cute brush, and I love it. It has the little butterflies all up on it. It's another very good brand that you want to check out, little indie brand. Check out blushandbasics.com. I will link anything in the description of this video, so I definitely want to check out some of these awesome indie brands because I'm all about using indie brand items. The big companies, and no, they do not need our money. The little ones need our money. So then I'm going to go in with Farmasi. This is the concealer. It is in Light Ivory, shade 3. I know I did this a little kind of backwards, but, you know, your girl's always a hot mess. So go just a little bit underneath the eye. Just a couple of dots underneath the eye to hide them big old bags from being a mama. Because your girl's got tons of bags. I take that little tiny, you know, plug looking sponge and just go underneath, right underneath the eye. Get that in there. And a lot of times it's good to look up during this. And it gets that creases to where you won't be all creasy. And then over here too, just kind of stippling it in underneath the eye. Hopefully I'm in view. Okay, I am. So there we go. It'll cover some of them dark. I just used a little bit. I don't like to use a lot because, you know, I'm older, so I will tend to crease up a lot. So I'm going to take that L&B powder again, put a little bit on that sponge, and go underneath the eye. Same thing again on this eye. And then I basically literally brush it away right away because I don't like to bake. Like I said, I'm old. I don't like to bake. Once again, the Blush and Basics brush. And then just kind of brushing it all off, all the extra off. There's not much extra, obviously, because I don't use a lot. Now that we have all of that done, I am going to go in with the Pretty Killer Cosmetics, the Get In Losers We're Going Shopping. Very awesome palette. And once again, a #1 favorite of mine for an indie brand. You definitely got to go check it out. MUAZ is the owner of the company, of the brand, and it is a gorgeous palette. But because of it being daytime, short little simple look, I'm going to go ahead and use some browns and maybe the silver. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to go in with the Morphe M505, this pretty little brush. And I will go in with this color here, this brown, which is called Glen Coco. And we're just going to go ahead and tap that in our crease. And just do kind of a little simple, very simple moment here. Very simple moment. And then I like to usually tap it in, and then I will swipe once I get the main color on. I always have a problem with this little corner area because I don't want it too much over. So this is a very gorgeous brown. Now this palette is sold out, unfortunately, but still, she has awesome products. You gotta go check her out. And she also does make mirrors. And you could use, I have a code with her. You can use my code BRITTBRATT. Everything will be in the description. All my codes are the exact same. So look at how cute and simple and pretty that is. So we're going to do that on the opposite eye, because I always go from one eye to the other. I don't do a full eye and then go to the next. All right, so tapping it in. Ooh, look at that brown. That is such a deep, gorgeous brown. I love it. And then try to get some in this area here without getting all up here. That is my issue, is I always get way up here and I don't want that. That is for like blending purposes. All right, so now that we got color up on there, and see how it's also, it's the shadowing also. So I do need just a little bit more right in this area. Like I said, I'm not a professional, so don't hate me, don't hate on me, don't hate on me. It's all a learning process. But see, there is no color right here, even though it looks like there isn't. And I have very fat, hooded, obese eyelids, so I tend to have to bring my color up higher. So when I close it, you can see it. Let me dismiss that notification for my daughters being in school. Same thing here, so let's bring that up a little bit more, and then we will blend in all of that. Now, next, I am going to go in, very simple, with this Jupiter Recognize. Jupiter Recognize. And I am going to go in with, this Morphe Jeffree Star JS10 here. And I'm going to get this wet. Get it wet, baby. Get it wet. So spray it a couple times. Somebody gave this to me from a giveaway. I've never bought any of Jeffree Star's products. And then we're just going to tap that all in that area on the lid. So it's going to be a very simple look. You know, maybe a third color. Might put a little bit of black in the crease area to give it more of a pop. So we're just tapping that Jupiter Recognize. This is a very cute palette. I wish that it was still available. I know a lot of people actually want to get it and they can't because it's sold out. And she said she was not going to bring it back. But it's cute. It's cute. So yes, we're definitely going to put some black in the crease and then in the outer corner area a little bit. So we're just tapping that in all over. So now I'm going to go in with this Morphe M421, this flat brush, and I'm going to take this Interstellar, the black right here, get a little bit on my brush, and I'm just going to go in the crease area right here, just to kind of give it a little bit more dimension. Look at how black that is. Holy Lord. And then down in the corner, I gotta be careful because I don't want this to take a turn. When you are using black or doing a smoky eye, it's always best to like build it up. If you have a palette that has like a gray or a very lighter black or anything like that, build up, because you could always add on, but it's really hard to take off. So that's cute. I might bring it over just a little bit. And I'm basically just barely tapping my eyelid. And then just kind of feathering it over to give it a little bit more shabang bang. This is kind of hard to do, you guys. I've never done this whole like filming and when do you cut and when do you play and all of that. So yeah, so I can see why people on YouTube get paid good money, because this is not easy. It's not easy at all. Give me a Facebook Live and I'll go live any day, but ooh, this is kind of difficult. So we're just going in the crease area over here, just a little bit too. And like I said, because of that crossover, I can never match anything ever. So this eye will look way different than that eye, but you know, we just got to work with it. It's always a trusting the process type of thing. So if you are new and learning, don't beat down on yourself, even though you want to be. I know I am very down on it. A lot of things I do, but usually the end look, the end results is like, I'm loving it. But the moment up until then, you know, is usually not so much. So we are just putting that in. I know it might be, it's hard for me to see. It's probably not hard for you guys to see. So then I'm just kind of tapping it on the skin, trying to get that blended over a little bit. I might go up a little bit more right here. So there we go. Now we're going to put some mascara and eyeliner on, and then blush and highlight, lipstick, and boom, we will be done. So this is the hardest part for me ever when it comes to my looks. I will be using the Makeup a Murder eyeliner. I freaking love it. It is awesome. Like, if you mess up, you better hurry up, because it's one of those permanent, long-lasting eyeliners. It is a gorgeous felt tip, and it's so pretty, and such a gorgeous dark black. I love it so much. Now, because of my hooded eyes, I have a very hard time putting eyeliner on. So what I do is I just do like little baby strokes, little tiny strokes, and just do work a little bit at a time. I never do a wing because I have not mastered it. I mean, I've tried it off camera, but I've never tried it on a live or anything like that, because yes, I mean, I've tried it, but I don't keep practicing. So then I just do little strokes right above my lash line, so it gives it a little bit of color there. And we're not going to do lashes or anything like that. Here's that dreaded crossover that I hate so much. So just once again, little. Ooh, see that? It went up a little bit. Good thing that that shimmer kind of fixed it. Little baby strokes. My kids are upstairs making a hot holy mess. I can hear them up there. So if you guys have like any topics that you want to know about me, if you guys have any suggestions on like stuff to do on this page and this, you know, let me know, because I'm all for maybe trying new things on here. I would like to be as active on here as I am on my Facebook. But you know, I am a single mom of 4, so it tends to get hard. So that is my eyeliner. We're going to put some mascara on. A nice, simple eyeliner. I don't like to go all out. Like I said, I'm not a professional. So, like, I ain't trying to be all, make this look go horrible wrong. So, I'm using the Star Look from Farmasi. I know I need some new mascaras. I got a ton from BoxyCharms. I just don't feel like looking for them. And look at this brush. It is scary. It is legit like poke your eye out, I'm gonna kill you type thing. Like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get stabbed. So then just getting a little bit of mascara on the eyes, and then we will go into some of my favorite things, which is highlight and blush. I am the type of girl that absolutely loves highlight. I like to bathe in it. I want you guys to see me from a mile away. That is for sure. So I'm just going to scrape a little bit on, not scrape, get a little bit on my lower lash line. Hopefully without getting it all over the place. Now, I do know that they do have little tiny things for you to put on your face to where you don't get mascara all over the place, but I do not have any of those. So we're just putting a little bit on. Simpler, easier, you know. Eyes are looking pretty cute. Eyes are looking pretty cute. You know. So now we're going to go into blush, and I am going to be using the Labs blush. I have stuff all over my fingers, don't mind me. This is the blood type blush, B negative. The Lab is awesome. I do have a code with them also. It will be in the description. But look at how cute this is. This is one of their lighter ones. You could use these literally as a blush or a highlight. Honestly, you can use it as either because they're so freaking gorgeous. So I'm going to use the same brush from blushandbasics.com. Check her out. Check her out. Go get yourself some orders. So we're going to put some blush on here. This is a very light, like pinkish color. And a lot of times, like it soaks in my skin. So look at that, look at that. Like I said, you can use it as a highlight. Woo, woo, gorgeous, it's gorgeous. Then we're just gonna get some on this side over here. Sorry, once again, I didn't put my notifications off. Just give it a little bit of color. I am gonna grab one more to give me a little bit of a darker red color or deeper red. Give me 1 second. Okay, so this is the Lab also. This is AB negative. You seen how red that is? That'll just give me a tad more reddish tone. And I'm going to use this, careful, because look at how red that is. Just a tad more. Like rosy. Ooh, look at how cute that is. Woohoo! I love the Lab so freaking much. I mean, any company that I've talked about, they're all indie brands. I love them all and I support them all, and you guys should too. I'll put all the websites and all that stuff down below because you guys will literally fall in love. You will. So now we are going to be using the Lab. This is BRITTBRATT. It is patient 713. It is absolutely gorgeous. This is their new little, it's cute. And look at how gorgeous that is. I absolutely love it. This has like a bluish, it's so hard to describe. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I can't even figure out how to show you. Look at that. Isn't that to die for? Now, hold on 1 second. Let me get a brush. So for this, I'm going to use the Morphe M441, this awesome little brush. I'm going to just kind of dip it in, rub it around just a little bit. You can see a ton of color on there. Are you ready for this? See how brighter it got? Ooh, look at that. It's so shiny. See how much brighter that got? Like, hello. Gorgeous. If you love highlights, you gotta check out the Lab. Legit. Their highlights are bomb. Watch. See how, ooh, blinding. And then I put a little bit right here. I'll put just a little bit on this tiny little widow's peak that I got, because, you know, my top lip's gone, basically. I'm not even pressing into the face. There we go. And then I did a little bit right here. And then what I do is I usually take, where's that one? Oh, no, okay, so I'll do it with this. I will take this. Nope. My bad. We are like all over the place here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean out that brush that I used earlier, the Jeffree Star one that I used. All right. And then we're going to take that, dip it in, and then we're going to put this on our brow bone right up here. So it shines to the God. Look at how gorgeous that is. Woo! Love the Lab highlights, and I love their blushes. I think they have like over 30 highlighters and blushes, like just highlighters alone. And then their blushes, oh my goodness, they're so gorgeous. I love it. Look at that. Ooh. Tap a little bit more here. Look at me, shining bright like a diamond. So for this, I'm going to use a combination of Farmacy's Be Fit Lip and Cheek Tint. I love it so much. You see my lips now. And it'll just give a natural, gorgeous, subtle tint. Because like I said earlier, I'm not a lippy type of girl. It's so cute. And you can layer it up. You can put as much on, as little on. It is waterproof also. So it doesn't matter how much you drink. If you have a cigarette, which I am a smoker, you know, it'll stay on there. And it won't get all over everything. I let it dry a little bit. So that will basically be the look. But wait a minute. I am going to try this. This is the Topical Glitter Gel 3. I'm just going to tap just a tad. It is such a cute color. I'm going to put just a tad on me. And I haven't figured yet. It is so cute. Oh, look at this glitter. Oh, it's so cute. I'm just going to tap just a tiny on my finger. My lips dry yet? Okay. A tiny bit on my finger. Give my lips a little sparkle. I know I don't got much lips. So freaking cute. Too much in one area. Right there. Here's a big chunk. Oh. There we go. So then this is my final look. Super cute, gorgeous, loving it, loving it. I'm going to link everything down below. Hopefully this was a pretty good video. I told you a little bit about myself earlier, what I wanted this channel to be, and then I just said, you know what? Let's just make this into an eyebrow tutorial. And then look, we did a whole freaking face tutorial. So, So hopefully you guys will like this video and subscribe. I'm going to try to do this frequently, whether it's making some of my cups, my tumblers, my epoxy stuff. I have these awesome earrings that I am making. Look at how gorgeous those are. Oh, I love it. I love it. So I'm super excited to start this journey with you. I would appreciate you so much if you guys could click the link, click the share button and spread this out so we can get so many followers and subscribers. I don't even know what you guys are called. I'm so new to YouTube. So I appreciate you guys so much, and I will see you guys later.